And it's Sunday. We're waiting for the stock markets to open up, kind of to see how things go. We're waiting for traditional assets to get going again. The world's in turmoil, and that's affecting how things are being traded. So this Sunday here is one of those Sundays that you don't get all the time in crypto, where it actually feels like a Sunday and you're waiting for Monday. And what are we waiting on this particular day? Well, I suppose we're sitting here on the 24-hour time frame. You can see here that we're just below the 382 here of this particular Fibonacci retracement, which is from the all-time lows to highs, by the way. So yeah, we're sitting here just below the 382, and of course, if we were to come down here and not get supported by the Cyan line, which is the 144 simple moving average or exponential moving average here on the 24-hour time frame, then I would expect potential for the prices to go down and revisit where we have previous support in and around that area there, potentially for, well, previously it was resistance, but it would be support this time around, presumably, if that's the taxonomy you want to use. And it's also coming around where the 200s are actually the exponential and the simple moving average here. Come on, give me the options thing. So you can see that's 200 and that's 233. So the exponential moving average I've set to 233 and the simple to 200. No big deal. That's what we're looking at here in and around that area. So that would be your next sort of target. And of course, as well, when you've gone past the 382 and the next one is 50%, you have to acknowledge that's probably your next most likely pit stop. This one here could be as far as it goes, but of course down there to 28,000. So we have to be aware of these things. And still, though, what we really would like to see happen would be for us to be able to actually establish ourselves up above this 382. So let's hope that the prices turn around a wee bit here during today and come back up above 35,000 or whatever, so that we're back above that line there. And let's check out the dollar prices and see. Suspicious. It's the same sort of a story, and we're right about that. We came up, we tested this 236, and then we kind of been rejected from it in the same way that we were kind of failed to be supported currently by this 382. So there's a sort of dynamic on the go there. I want to see this operate up above this area naturally. Obviously, then we can look towards the upper side price targets for some more. So to continue the overall upwardness of this here, we'd need to start looking towards those upward targets, or else, of course, we're going to be continuing the downwardness of this here, and the downside targets are feels like a million miles away down there at $1.60. So let's hope we don't get a 20% drop off in prices and go down and revisit that, because there's an awful lot between us and there anyway, sort of in and around this area of the 190 sort of. Well, I suppose that kind of ties in around $2, but that $2 down to 890 area is kind of like your next sort of zone. And then if you go over to the other chart here, that wick, I mean, God, I'll never get over that, and neither will the chart. Stop it. Go over to the USDT prices here. This is Binance, and you can see, yeah, we're still just inside this triangle here. It's all just kind of like really just, we've come back down to where we kind of looked at and said, we could see the prices come back down towards here. This would be the area. So they're around that $2 mark. And of course, then the sort of your top side, if you're trading within this formation, would be $2.50, and that's an awful lot of percentages. So there's no need to be greedy and think about trying to play the breakout of either direction from within the actual consolidation pattern itself. That's my main takeaway for today. You're looking at 20% from where we are now, just to go to the top there of that, and that would all be sort of technically kind of well, actually maybe that's even a bit too high. In fact, you should just be satisfied really if you're trading it from here and looking for a long with the 13.5% that you get just by getting up towards the 236 at 238, if that's just what you were looking to sort of make small term trades on. Longer term, then it's hard to say, because we're within this, so we have to wait until we break out one way or the other. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and share this video with a friend if you think you've got one that might enjoy it. See you next time.